What is going on, everybody? What time is it? 4 p.m. Central Standard Time right now. How is everybody doing out there? And right on cue, Rhodes is here. I sent Rhodes the link, and he's like, I'm gonna try to get on. This is pretty impromptu right here.
Yeah, well, and just to give you sort of a peel back the curtain, at exactly 3:53, Braxton deboards the bus.
Ah,
So he comes running in. I've got the two small dogs over here. As soon as he walks in, all hell breaks loose, right? The
right.
dogs are going nuts, they're barking, blah, blah, blah. Then it's his job to take the two dogs down to go potty, but he can't take them both. He's got to take them one at a time. Well, when he leaves one behind, the other one goes nuts.
Mm,
Okay, and immediately goes off into this like screaming, barking, yada 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 thing. So anyway, it's not real conducive to shooting videos or being on a live stream
right.
because all of a sudden everything gets very loud. So I told him, I said, look, grab the dogs, grab leashes, go next door to your room, shut the door. I'm going live. I said, now, I've
Just so
got a
you guys
question.
know, usually Rhodes actually does the dog thing, and it takes him like 20 minutes.
Well, I do Gracie. I do the big dog. These are the two other dogs.
Uh,
Okay, the dogs that have the little white ones that you've seen lately pop up in the videos.
oh, the little cute one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, there's two of them. They're brothers, exactly the
Oh,
same
okay.
age, and they're great dogs. They usually spend all day with me because I'm here by myself. But they love that kid. So as soon as Braxton comes in, it's like all hell breaks loose. Mama's not getting home for like another hour and a half. So anyway, sorry
Yeah.
about that, guys, but
Yeah.
that's yeah. Anyway, I've got to ask, what's the deal with that title?
Well, I was about to get into that, but first let's acknowledge the chat. Rhodes went on a mini rant right there, but
I
anyway,
did.
yeah, yeah,
Rhodes
that's why he's
rants.
Rhodes rants. Yeah, so Andy G is here, Christy's here, Joe Bob Tar Heel, Matt Nee, Marty, Sitzer Iverson, Joe Rents, not Rants, but Rents, Ed B, Talia Saint Germain, Vanessa, Michael Juddenhouse. We have 75 people watching right now. Please smash the thumbs up button if you do not mind.
That's a hell of a turnout on this channel. That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Rhodes is probably wondering about the title. Rhodes didn't know about this. I mean, I literally texted him like 10 minutes ago. I
He
was
said, "I'm
planning on,
I'm I'm going live on the
yeah,
entertainment channel," and
yeah, I
I'm
was
like,
planning
"Wait,
on going
what?"
live. Planning on going live. It says, I need to speak. I'm sorry about this. Well, it's more,
Fishing line. Let me just throw that
honestly,
out.
guys, honestly, and Rose can actually speak to this.
Okay.
The beginning of this year, the sports news went nuts with Damar Hamlin, nuts. And then at that, YouTube has been doing this very, very weird thing. Also, with the views, the CPM, the revenue, not there. So we've been focusing on the sports. That sports story was huge, guys. We actually had one of our biggest view hours ever on a sports channel. It was like almost 200,000 views in an hour, and that just took over everything. And it's not really a clickbait title. It's really not. Okay.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
I
Let
gotta
me raise
admit.
my hand in class.
No, 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 no. I'm sorry because there's been like zero time to upload over here. Zero. I think there's
Oh,
like two videos up here on this channel for the entire month, and it's already the 12th, if I'm not mistaken.
God, seriously?
Two. That's yeah.
Wow.
We've also been making
Damar Hamlin was like 25 videos in like 7
yeah,
days.
yeah,
Yeah, by himself.
yeah. It was taking over everything, and honestly, I wasn't even in the loop on things for this channel. I was actually finding out about stuff on from like other channels, really. So it was just really, really crazy over there. But I was gonna actually talk to Rhodes about this anyway, about a plan really over here. Now we talked about going live, and I think we came to a conclusion. We're going to do one day on the sports channel, one day on the network channel,
And then a live here. You want to do a
and
live here?
and a live here. So
Yeah.
we need to do that. But I was thinking about content. You know, YouTube is February 1st. Oh God, they not even gonna go there.
We're going more conservative. We're joining the
Always,
Freedom
always switching
Caucus.
political parties.
Yeah,
That,
yeah,
that was the
yeah,
thing.
we're even more conservative. Yeah. Trump's not conservative enough for me anymore. I don't know who I'd vote. Who would I have to vote for? Nobody.
Yeah, yeah. But I was thinking, man, maybe we could actually start putting shorts over here. February 1st, they're rolling out their new monetization for shorts. Maybe
I didn't think
can
about that.
experiment with because it's easy to do. I just do it on my phone. And I don't know all the technical stuff about it, but like I did some shorts on the sports channel, and apparently now YouTube is really pushing that because we actually had to sign new terms and new agreements on some of the channels because of that. Maybe shorts could actually go up over here and experiment
Oh no,
with that.
no, I remember that. Yeah, he's saying were we about to split like the Rockers? Now the Rockers were Marty Jannetty
Marty Jannetty and Shawn
HBK.
Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
I used to love the Rockers in the 80s, man. That's when I
Well,
really used to watch wrestling.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, and there was, there was an even more famous wrestling group that had to do with rock, and that was the Rock and Roll Express.
I remember them. I remember
Yeah,
them.
Robert Gibson and Ricky Morton. Yeah, yeah. They still occasionally wrestle.
Really?
Like they randomly show up on AEW and like double drop kick somebody out of nowhere
Really?
at like 68 years old. Yeah, I kid you not.
Uh, can I do freelance work for your shorts? I'll send over my resume, LOL. There's really nothing much to shorts. I mean, literally, I
We
pull
pull
up
out
my
our phone and shoot it.
and I shoot it. I'll make a thumbnail for it. And literally, I look at the camera, talk for about 50 seconds, and then just upload it from my phone. It is like the easiest thing to do. There's people that get more creative with it, but I don't really know how to do that.
I miss this channel, because this is where it all began, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess my channel too, but
That became the
mean,
network channel, which is
yeah.
51,000 subs now.
yeah.
And
I mean,
YouTube has been doing something weird here. We've been hitting 21,000, 21,003. Then they'll just automatically take away like 4 subs. So we're down below 21,000. Then then it goes down. I don't know what they be doing with this because nothing's really been uploaded. And they're just doing that. I don't know why.
I think people unsubscribe. Like if you go about 3 days without content, you
But
start.
how would they
losing
even know
people.
if there's no content? Like there's a bunch of channels I'm subscribed to. I probably haven't watched videos in years. I'm
That
not
I'm still
looking around
subscribed
them, unsubscribing them. So,
Yeah, you got
Ooh.
a point there.
Christy, we talked about this.
I would
LOL,
love that.
the top
Yeah.
10 movies needs to come back.
The top 10 list. The top 10 list.
Man, we used to do that all the time.
yeah,
Top
it was-
10s.
It was a blast. Yeah. We did top 10 movies. We did top 10 horror movies. We did top 10 action stars. We did what did we do? Top 10 sci-fi movies that don't get to include Star Wars or Star Trek.
I remember the top 10 movies that will never get made today.
Top 10 movies that'll never get made today. I think we both had Blazing Saddles number 1.
Yeah. You know what?
Probably.
It's kind of funny that I just mentioned that because my wife and I were talking about the guy that played Haja in Obi-Wan. He came out and said the obvious thing that Hollywood is terrified to have non-white people to play villains. And I brought up Training Day. Denzel Washington, a black man, a corrupt cop, and his white cop is a good guy. I said, there's no way in hell they would make Training Day today.
That's my favorite Denzel movie. I love it.
Oh, he's great in that movie.
And I just went back. It's so funny that you brought it up because literally just yesterday, you know how you can be looking at something on YouTube and you're looking for something else and you look down in the corner and you find some random thing, thumbnail pops up, and I looked down and it said the ending to Training Day. And I was like, oh,
Really?
click. So I watched the last like 2.5 minutes of Training Day. You know, where he does King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Man, I love that movie. Top 10. We can literally, he's got so many movies. We could do top 10 Denzel movies.
How about this right off the bat right now? The top 5 most woke actors out there. Top 5.
That's pretty Alyssa Milano.
I know number 1.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's number
Hamill.
1. Ruffalo is more woke than Mark Hamill. Alyssa Milano is probably more woke than Mark Hamill, though. And that's pretty close. But I think it's Mark Ruffalo, and it's not even close.
Alyssa Milano, Mark Ruffalo, Mark Hamill.
Do we
Whoopi
want to
Goldberg
include?
is technically an actress.
Yeah, she is. I would, but they're worse than her, and that's saying something. Maybe because of what they actually put on
LeBron James is always acting.
Oh man, have you seen the new House Party trailer? Speaking of that,
Yeah.
it
Yikes.
looks like dog shit.
Yikes.
It looks
real
like
bad.
trash. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing a sports video and that thing crashes and bombs. It
Oh my
looks
God.
awful.
Where did I see this here? Oh, they're saying
Oh.
some people are saying we need to do a top 10 list maybe on a live stream on the sports channel, like top 10 running backs.
Yeah, we can talk about that on live stream. Running backs is
Top
good.
10 mob movies.
Oh, Godfather 2. Man, I love Godfather 2, man.
Goodfellas, Casino. Yeah. Goodfellas, Casino. Oh,
Scarface a
man.
mob movie? Technically, it really is. It's not the Italian mob, but it
I
is a
gotta
mafia movie.
I got a confession. I've never seen Scarface.
Oh, what? You got to go see it, man.
Never seen it.
You got to see Scarface.
That's embarrassing to say as big of a movie. I thought about it the other day when I was making that thumbnail.
But remember,
that
for the
Joe
longest time,
Rogan-
I told you I'd never seen Die Hard till like a few years back.
Yeah, that's true.
but I
You
did see
didn't
it.
see Die Hard the last 2 years, but you got it wrong and you think it's not a Christmas movie. So
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, I like it. It's good.
I heard. Look, I haven't seen that '96 Gotti.
I haven't either.
I hear it's great, absolutely great. I have seen The Irishman. It is very good. Yeah,
Ooh, speaking of Mindy Kaling is getting
she's pretty woke.
there's what
She's pretty woke.
man, that Velma thing looks awful. Well, oh, when it comes to directors, though, I believe there's one guy head and shoulders above everybody else that's woke. Rob Reiner. He says the most insane shit on Twitter,
That's a good call. That's a very good call. Yeah.
and everybody likes his movies.
Steven Spielberg's pretty damn woke.
He's
pretty
probably
wo-
more.
He's pretty woke.
He's not vocal though, like a Rob Reiner.
He just made some really dumbass comments
Well-
from over the top dumbass
Okay.
comments over wide time to
Do
time.
do you consider James Cameron woke?
Yes.
But he
Yes.
doesn't put it in his movies though. He does not put it in his. He's been saying some weird stuff lately.
What about Dark Fate?
He wasn't involved in that really. Let's be real about that.
I mean, wasn't he was something. It was he Kathleen Kennedy executive producer.
He pretty
kinda guy?
much had his. Remember, he was all filming Avatar. He was never around for the filming of that movie. Now, from what I understand, though, it was his decision to kill off John Connor, but Tim Miller was in
right.
complete control of that,
That's
and it was a
that's
hot
pretty
mess.
that's pretty damn involved though.
Yeah, but also he wasn't happy with Tim Miller at all. Connor Akers with the first super chat of the day, $2. Have you heard of a new film called 80 for Brady? Yeah,
Yes.
I heard about that. Lily Tomlins, she seems to be like really obsessed with TB12.
Did you see that Jane Fonda's like super horny for Tom Brady?
I thought it was Lily Tomlin. Maybe it's one
No,
of them.
it was Jane Fonda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was like she said I got like weak in the knees and shit. She had to grab a counter to keep herself upright.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Justin Proper's in the house. Spielberg made some dumb comments on West Side Story. I forgive him. He'll always be awesome. Yeah, still Spielberg, man, is one of the greatest directors, man. I tell you,
Justin
man.
Justin Proper, I hope you're doing well. I have not seen you in a
Yeah,
while.
I tell you, Rhodes. Schindler's List is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Absolutely.
And the way Ray Fiennes
Yeah.
plays Amon Girth, he is terrifying in that movie. Terrifying.
I saw that in the theater.
That was 1993. I
Yeah.
watched it.
It was a gut wrenching theater experience. Let's put
Yeah,
it that way.
yeah. I mean, he was tremendous, and I remember the great John Williams. He actually read the script because Spielberg wanted him to do the music, and he did, and his score is tremendous. John Williams said that this is great, but I don't think you should have me composing this. You need somebody much better than me to do this. And Spielberg told him, I know you're right, but they're all dead. That's pretty powerful right there. I love that movie.
It's a good film. It's good. I don't care what anybody says. Saving Private Ryan's pretty powerful too.
Yeah. How about Platoon? As far as what?
It's a really damn good film.
It's a good movie, but what is the context? Platoon.
I am too, Dan G. Yeah. I have Tarantino as my second favorite director behind Spielberg.
Oh, I'm a Cameron guy. Over, I know you love I mean, you love Tarantino. I do too. Pulp Fiction's great. I
Yeah.
would take James Cameron. James Cameron, man. It's like him and George Lucas don't really direct a lot of movies, but Cameron he may be the best ever at directing.
Say it again.
James Cameron. Terminator, Terminator 2, True Lies, Titanic, Avatar. He directed all of these.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind,
Aliens.
Jaws, Jurassic Park, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and
Spielberg.
Temple of Doom, Last Crusade.
But
I mean, we could keep going. We could keep going here. Okay.
But let's be honest about when it comes to Indiana Jones. That's more George Lucas. Even though Spielberg is right there with him.
Hold on, though.
I mean, they're partners, but George Lucas writes all of those.
You can blatantly tell it's a Spielberg movie, though.
Yes, I
from
know.
the moment jump.
Well, I guess you're right, because we're talking about just the directing aspect of it.
Yeah. From the jump, you're like, oh, it just oozes Spielberg.
Yeah, but when I think of Indiana Jones, the first name that comes to mind is Lucas.
Dude, E.T.
It's his creation. E.T., yes, great movie.
E.T., let's see. Dude, his first movie was great. Duel. Anybody remember Duel?
I don't remember doing
Amistad, Saving Private
great.
Ryan. Yeah. I don't know how you feel about Hook. I didn't like Hook.
I remember Hook. It's okay. But believe it or not, man, I'm not a fan of Jurassic Park that much.
Lincoln was good. Yeah, I
Lincoln
know you
was
don't
really
like Jurassic
good.
Park that much.
My best friend loves Jurassic Park. Now, I love the John Williams score. But the movie,
No, and you know I'm all about them. I'm all about them. I love all of them. Even the ones they say suck, I love.
did you like Dominion? Did you see it?
Yeah, I own it, man. I own the lengthy extended cut of it
Oh,
on
really?
Amazon. Yeah. Yeah. The guy that starred in Duel, dadgummit, the older actor, Dennis Weaver, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was a good old actor. Good old actor from like westerns and stuff back in the day. Yep, Dennis Weaver. That was a TV movie, by the way. Pretty wild, you know.
What
Pretty wild.
about Ridley Scott?
Oh yeah, that Gladiator
Gla-
movie
It's
is
great.
class. Alien. I
Sequel's
mean,
coming too. I don't know how I
I
feel
have
about
not.
that.
I hadn't seen your video
Mm.
yet. I don't know what's that. The new guy. Do we know who he is? Who
He's
is he?
remember the little boy Lucius Verus? It's going to be about him, the sequel.
Oh, is he going to be the good guy or bad guy?
No, no, no. He was never an emperor. So I don't know how he's going to spin this.
Okay.
I don't know. Like in my video, I talked about, and this is kind of a history lesson right here. Remember, the little boy introduces himself to Maximus when Maximus is a slave and
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
gladiator.
Yeah.
And he asked him what's his
Yeah.
name. He said, Lucius Verus, after my
Yeah.
father. And
Yeah.
and Maximus is looking at him like, what? And if you don't know Roman history, you kind of like, okay. In a way, the movie, the original Gladiator, Marcus Aurelius says that he tells Commodus, "You're not going to be emperor. My powers is going to pass to Maximus." That was not true. Marcus Aurelius was actually co-emperor with Commodus anyway, and actually before that, Lucius Verus was co-emperor with Marcus Aurelius. That was the younger Lucius Verus, the younger's father, right there, and he died. So they don't do a great job of actually kind of explaining that in the movie. And Maximus is he's a fictional character, but he's based off a real life gladiator called Narcissus who actually killed Commodus. But the way he died wouldn't have been good in the movie because there was a plot with Lucille. I think it was Lucilla. No, it was Commodus Commodus's wife and mistress that had a plot to kill him. So in real life, he was actually strangled in his dressing room. Wouldn't have made a good movie. At least a good ending anyway.
Uh, now that I'm looking at, like, I've just got some different directors pulled up. Man, I gotta tell you, Christopher Nolan gives James Cameron a run for his
Ooh,
money.
yeah. I just thought about that.
Now, I mean,
It, just about
I'm looking. I
everything.
mean, dude, Memento is a highly underrated movie. Have you ever seen that with Guy Pearce?
Which one?
Memento. It's one.
No,
It's like Nolan's second
no,
movie he ever did.
no,
It's an
no.
excellent,
Pretty much
excellent
everything
film.
Nolan I like. Now, Tenet was kind of,
Insomnia, great film. Al Pacino versus
yeah.
Robin Williams. That was a
Inception is
badass.
great. Of course,
Inception's great.
Dark Knight.
Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. I
Yeah.
mean, Interstellar. I liked it, even though it was weird.
I said
Um,
Inception, right? Yeah, I think I did.
I still have not seen Dunkirk.
Oh, that's good.
Is it?
I seen it. It's really good, man. I think it's on HBO Max.
I still got, but I definitely still have Tarantino second. Yeah,
Who you said was first for you?
Spielberg.
Spielberg.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Spielberg is up there.
I've still got Reservoir Dogs as my favorite Tarantino movie. That's one of the greatest just character acted films I've ever seen in my entire life because so much of it just takes place in like one room.
Hmm.
But it's just, I mean, the acting in that movie is just phenomenal. It's insane. Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen,
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi. I mean, that movie is just off the charts.
Oh, and before I forget, guys, we have a member live stream this Saturday morning. So become a channel member and you can actually join in on the member stream. I think we start at $5 a month. So that's all it
Oh,
takes.
entertainment stream.
Nice.
What?
It's an entertainment stream, so I can just be like popping this up.
Oh, I didn't know what you were doing. Oh, that's nice. Hey, what's the status of that new Friday the 13th movie that they were planning? Crystal Lake, I believe. No, that's a streaming
It's a
show, right?
series.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian Fuller that did Hannibal is doing it.
Oh,
He's a big Jason dude. Yeah, and he come out. He did an interview. I did a video on it because people were like, "Oh, I heard it was a prequel, and we're not going to get to see Jason." He said, "Wrong answer. We have access to everything that's ever happened in every single Friday the 13th movie." He said, or Jason movie. He said it's going to be part prequel, part sequel, part just.
So
You remember how?
essentially,
You
it could
remember
be like
how?
Godfather 2 then.
Well, you remember
Bunch of
how
flashbacks.
Hannibal started reworking through the storyline, and we were getting close to Silence
Yeah.
of the Lambs and all
Yeah.
that. That's going to be the same kind of thing.
They set up
So
Clarice Starling at the end.
exactly.
And Mads Mikkelsen is still pushing for Hannibal to come back. Now, me as a fan of Thomas Harris, absolutely love the books. They know how to actually take a book series, change stuff, but really stay very, very honest to Thomas Harris's work
Dude,
in that show.
Hannibal is one of the most phenomenal series I've ever seen in my life.
Hannibal is the second best book in that series to me. Red Dragon is
It's
the best. Silence of the Lambs is actually the weakest one, and I still like it.
that series and the imagery in that series was unbelievable. And it was I remember people were concerned about it being like tame for television. They were going to water it down. It was one of the goriest things I've ever seen. And it was on NBC, actual network television. And they pushed the envelope of gore on that show.
They did. Four seasons, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 4 seasons.
Did we get 4?
It's either 3
I
or
was
4.
thinking we got 3.
It's on Netflix. I need to look and see. They need to make it happen, man. They need to make it happen. And if they do bring it back, clearly it'll be Clarice Starling, and they'll probably end up trying to bring in Will Graham, even though his character is not in Silence of the Lambs. Actually,
Right.
in the book, they address what happened to him, because actually in the book, Will Graham gets kind of mangled a bit, and he becomes a drunk. They mention it in Silence of the Lambs book. He becomes a drunk, and because of everything he went through, and that's the only mention of him in any of the books going forward.
Yeah, he said they have access, and I think he was kind of joking, but he said literally, if we get to season 10, he said, I may put Jason in space.
Oh
Like,
no! Don't do that again.
well, he was laughing, but his point was Jason X was the 10th
I know.
in the series, so he was saying we have access to all of it,
Man, that
Which-
movie's terrible.
which means he could potentially give the fans what they finally want. He gives us a chance to finally see Tommy Jarvis and Jason Voorhees back together.
Yeah.
That was such a big
Mm-hmm.
miss, not continuing that storyline between the two and making, Tommy sort of the Laurie Strode to Michael
Right.
Myers.
I think they should go Godfather 2 route for that show. Maybe in like first episode origin, second episode almost like a new thing, and it keeps going back and forth and building up to the final episode where everything comes together. If they did it like that.
We saw a little bit of that. I mean, he was still grown, but there was a major flashback component that worked in Arrow, especially for the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, Arrow is a bunch of flashbacks.
Yeah, it had a bunch of flashbacks that actually worked. Yes, I am. I know Kyle, Gomer Kyle's bringing this up. Yes, I can't wait to see Cocaine Bear. That looks like a crazy movie. Just nuts. You seen the trailer for that?
No.
Yeah, it's about the real life story of that black bear that got into a crashed airplane shipment of cocaine, and that black bear snorted like a whole key of coke.
Oh, really?
and went nuts. Yeah, it's a true story. It happened like, I don't know, back in the 80s or something.
Wow.
It's nuts. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Henry Cavill got effed
Yeah.
to tears.
He got
just
railroaded.
effed. I have zero interest in what DC puts on film right now.
Yeah.
I'm just dead to DC now. And I liked Black Adam a lot. I bought it. I enjoyed it.
I liked it. My only issue was I thought it was a bit too much action. There was like no like downtime in that. It was like nonstop action.
They did the action in such a way they could have seamlessly floated that into the Snyderverse if it was to have come back.
Right.
It felt Snyder-like in a couple of parts of the movie.
I liked it though.
I did too. I thought, okay, this is finally The Rock's finally got his thing, and then no, he just scrapped all of it. And you know what kills me? James Gunn did that Suicide Squad movie, and I hated it. And now he's running the whole thing. He scrapped the one I loved. I'm never going to get to see David Ayer's cut now, no matter what.
And apparently, Ta-Nehisi Coates still got his social justice Superman.
Yeah, I never
Henry
get to see
Cavill's
my
canceled,
Deadshot
but
movie.
Ta-Nehisi Coates and JJ. Is JJ still? Yeah, because they were together, I believe. Oh God, I get
They should have just made my DC movie. You remember my DC movie that I I threw out to everybody during a live stream, and everybody was like, "Holy shit, I want to see that. That sounds like a great damn movie." Do you remember that?
Not really.
Yeah, where it was going to be kind of like Smoking. You ever seen Smoking Aces with Ryan Reynolds and Common and Alicia Keys and Ray Liotta and Andy Garcia's in it? Smoking Aces by Joe Carnahan, who did Smoking Aces, and he did the A-Team and a bunch of action movies. Well, my idea was remember, it was a supervillains movie.
Oh, okay.
It was, remember Lex Luthor ordered a hit on the Joker, and all these different villains came out of the woodwork to try to bring Lex Luthor the head of the Joker, and the two main anti-heroes in the movie were Deadshot and Deathstroke, and they were going to be battling it out through the whole movie trying to get to the Joker so they could kill him and bring him the head of bring Lex Luthor the head of the Joker. Oh yeah, Jeremy Pavin's in it. Who else? Ben Affleck's in it. Peter Berg's in it. There's a bunch of great actors in it. Chris Pine's in it. But there's it's all like a bunch of like cameo roles, except for Ryan Reynolds, and the ending to that movie is like top 20 ending of all time of any movie.
Oh, and by the way, you almost forgot. If you're listening on the podcast, give us a follow. That's usually Rhodes' line. Yeah, but they're keeping Ezra Miller. He chats the right boxes, man. He uses those weird pronouns, and he just pleaded guilty to what? Theft.
You can be the biggest scumbag in the world.
Yeah.
If you're on the left side, they're keeping you. Ezra Miller, I love The Flash. I love The Flash, and I don't care about seeing that film.
That movie's still coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, that should have been Grant's.
Yep.
They, in a perfect world, I would have got the Snyderverse, and they would have just slid Grant and Stephen Amell into the Justice League, as the Green Arrow and the Flash, and it would have worked out.
I want to talk about one thing, though, Rhodes. We can actually clip this out for a video probably here. This is disturbing right here. Let me present this.
Is this the story that I thought we were actually going live probably to talk about?
Not this one, but this is going to be shocking. Look at this. Prince Harry confesses to fantasizing about his mother while applying cream to his penis.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What's happening right now?
this is weird, man.
I'm
I,
oh God.
woke Meghan Markle has really destroyed this man. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, confessed to fantasizing about his late mother, Princess Diana, while applying a cream to his penis in chapter 43 of his recently released memoir, Spar. The Spare, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Flag on the play. Dude, what kind of cream are you having to put on your penis and why? What's wrong with your penis that you're having to put some cream on it?
Check this out. Quote, I found the tube, and the minute I opened it, the smell transported me through time. I thought as if my mother was right there in the room, and I took a smidge and applied it down there. Prince Harry can be heard saying in an audiobook version of his memoir. And I'm not even going to play that, but it says earlier on the page, Prince Harry had explained that he was suffering from an injury to his nether regions during Prince William's wedding in 2011 after a charity trip to the North Pole. That's when a friend suggested a remedy that reminded him of his mother. I'm sorry, man, but when I'm in the shower, for example, and I'm scrubbing my balls, my mother's alive. I get his mother's passed away. I'm not
never
thinking about
coming
her.
up. Not never coming up. No way.
That is just weird. Oh my goodness. I didn't even read this part. Quote, my penis was oscillating between its extremely unsensitive and borderline traumatized. The last place I wanted to be was frostnipissin. I don't even know what that is.
What?
I don't know. He said, I've been trying some home remedies, including one recommended by a friend. She urged me to apply Elizabeth Arden cream. That's women's stuff, I believe. I've seen Elizabeth Arden clothes and stuff.
Is he saying he had frostbite on his penis? Is that where
I
he's
don't
going?
know.
And how the hell did you get frostbite on your penis, Doc? How did that happen?
Then he told a friend, quote, my mom used that on her lips. You want me to put that on my Todger? I guess that's what the Brits call it. I don't know. To which his friend allegedly replied, it works. Harry, trust me. I found the tube, and the minute I opened it, the smell transported me through time. I thought as if my mother was right there in the room, and I took a smidge and applied it down there. Okay, I can't even read this anymore. I can't read this. This is a horrific analogy. Wow. That almost seems incestuous in a way.
Almost. That's what it is. There ain't no almost to it. He didn't flirt around it at all.
I mean, it wasn't like,
Dude
he said
flogging his log while thinking about his mom.
if you're fantasizing about a woman, it's probably going to be like a Salma Hayek or somebody. Now, I'm not saying his mother wasn't beautiful because, yeah, she was, but that's his mom.
It's your mom's, man.
What has she done to that man?
Oh God. Christy is saying it's on his audio book too.
Yeah, I didn't even want to play it.
Wow.
I saw that.
He was boxing the clown thinking about his mom's.
We got to cut that part out.
Oh God, that's so jacked up. What is wrong with this family? All of them need some damn therapy.
Man. And remember, his father used to get backlash. What happened?
Should have tried Ben Gay.
Exactly.
Too late for that.
Yeah, exactly. Harry's a simp. Yep, I've been saying that too, man. He actually blamed his brother for him wearing that Nazi uniform in 2005. He blamed his brother. The dude was 21 years old. You mean he couldn't make a decision for himself to not wear that? He's blaming everybody except for himself. Because victimhood is really paying off now, man. Victimhood grift is real, man. We're in the wrong business, man.
Oh man, that dude.
Crazy.
That's crazy as hell, dude.
One
That's
other
messed up.
story
Thinking about
here.
his mom's.
One other story here. This dropped right before we went live. Look at this. Lisa Marie Presley, 54, rushed to hospital after suffering cardiac arrest. Rhodes, we've been seeing way too many of these quote unquote cardiac arrests lately.
I almost did a video on the network channel, and judging by the response of my 2 videos I did today, I should have done it. Uh, an 18-year-old high schooler just dropped dead from cardiac arrest
Today?
in some part of the United States in like the last 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
18-year-old high schooler just dropped dead. Yep, cardiac arrest.
Well, she's alive. Lisa Marie Presley reportedly was rushed to a hospital Thursday after suffering cardiac arrest. EMTs responded to a call reporting a possible cardiac arrest at Presley's home in Calabasas, California. And upon arrival, paramedics performed CPR on the 54-year-old and administered, what is that? Oh, it's the EpiPen, I believe, right? I believe that's what it's called. Epinephrine or whatever. I don't know. The outlet noted that first responders were able to find a pulse before Presley was transported to a nearby hospital. Her current condition remains unclear. A rep for Presley had no comment when Page Six reached out. The singer-songwriter just attended the 2023 Golden Globe Awards on Tuesday night, where she and her mother, Priscilla Presley, watched Austin Butler win for his portrayal of Elvis in Elvis. I need to see that. It's on HBO Max. I need to check
It's
it
good.
out.
It's a good movie.
It's good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, that's weird though, man. Another person just
Well, Elvis died of a cardiac arrest.
well, the thing is, Elvis was 43, way overweight, high blood pressure. He did not look like he was in shape
died
whatsoever.
And I mean, he was doing some pills, a little alcohol,
A lot of stuff.
trying to perform. I mean, he was just not in prime physical status.
Yeah,
at the time.
he wasn't taking care of himself at all.
Yeah.
So-
Our entire family was always big into Elvis because Elvis came through this area, and my dad knew Elvis, and my uncle knew Elvis, and my
Oh, really?
aunt went out with Elvis
Hmm.
before he ever met Priscilla or any of that back in the Louisiana hayride days. You know, my dad was 91, so
Right.
you know they were all Elvis's age.
Mm. Well,
And
he'd be older
they
than
told
Elvis.
A lot of stories about Elvis. My uncle always joked. He was like, "Yep, Kathy left Elvis for me," and I was like, "She fucked that up, didn't she?"
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
funny. You ever watch the movie and then you see somebody in the movie that you know? That happened to me. You know, I went to
Really?
I went to McNeese in Lake Charles, Louisiana for
Yeah.
college. And I lived in this one dorm and there was this other dorm next to me. And I was a music major at the time, and the artists and the actors, I think they were called theater majors. They were right next to us. Actually, technically, we were all in the same building. So I go to see American Reunion, that American Pie movie. Near the end, I was sitting in the movie theater myself. I was like, wait a minute, that's Jen Colbert. She played the lesbian girlfriend's she's a bigger girl. Played the what was the girl's name that was in American Pie? She ended up becoming a lesbian.
Was it?
Eh.
That wasn't the Shannon Elizabeth movie, was
No,
it? That was
yeah,
something
American
else.
Pie. Yeah, she was around them and everything, but in American Wedding, she was a lesbian, and Jen Colbert was a girlfriend in the movie, and Jen Colbert is actually really lesbian. And I was like, I went to school with her. I didn't know she was actually making movies now in Hollywood.
Wow, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
J. Roar lived in Spring, I've got a buddy that's
It's over here in
from
Houston.
Spring. Yeah. He lived there for a long, long time, but
Ah,
kind of thing. I think he claims Spring is like his hometown kind of deal.
yeah. No, it's not Allison Hannigan. Man, I can't remember. Allison
Shannon Elizabeth,
Hannigan
was
was
that right?
no. Allison Hannigan played Jim's wife in the movie. Shannon Elizabeth, not it wasn't her. It was the other man. It's been so long since I actually seen it. So
Um. Oh, I don't even have to think about that. It's Elvis.
you guys got a top 10 best movies in a foreign movie category. Foreign movie.
No.
I guess. Bruce Lee movies. Bruce Lee movies for me. Also, The Last Emperor. I think technically that is a foreign movie. It is. I love that movie.
All of Eastwood's spaghetti westerns.
Foreign movies?
Yeah. They were made
Those
in
are-
Italy.
Well, I'm talking about like production wise. I think that's what they're talking about. Because even American movies are made anywhere.
Oh,
Enter the-
y'all
no,
really, y'all
Enter the-
really naming some.
Enter the Dragon is not a foreign movie. That was a Warner Brothers production. Because that was Bruce Lee's comeback to Hollywood. His last movie, actually.
Top 10 worst woke movies. The problem is I likely haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're woke.
You know?
Like, I never went to see Bros. I have no desire to actually see it.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Yeah, the woke movies, nah. But just
funny.
out of curiosity, though,
I saw somebody bring up, I think it was Gomer Kyle. He said he hoped they didn't do Jason like they did Michael Myers. Yeah, I hope he's right.
yeah, that last Michael
You
Myers
know I
movie,
hate that new movie with a
I
passion.
know you put up like a 30-minute video, just crushing it.
Yeah, that was the Last Jedi of Halloween movies. I
Uh,
shit you
except-
not.
Except Last Jedi was better than Last Jedi,
It was better than the Last Jedi.
but that ain't
Yeah,
saying much.
It was. Yeah.
That ain't saying much.
We have not done our yearly The Last Jedi is the worst film
And we
ever
never
made
will.
live stream.
We
Come
never
on.
will. No, not doing it.
Oh, that's how we ought to start back. Is kick it off with The Last
Man.
Jedi is the worst movie we've ever seen.
Man, the only way we'll do it, you guys send $300 in super chats. That's about the only way. I don't want to see that movie. That's it.
Guys, for 2 years in a row, we did live streams, and it called The Last Jedi is the worst movie ever made. Yearly live stream. And it's literally us for 2.5 hours shitting all over Ryan Johnson in The Last Jedi for 2.5 hours straight.
Yeah,
You,
guys,
me, and the dog.
you guys
Yep.
will have to pay me a lot of money in super chats for me to see that. I'm not doing it.
I do watch
No.
Gutfeld show. Yeah, pretty often. At least once a week I try to catch Gutfeld.
I watched some of Tucker last night. A little bit.
The Last Jedi did make the Phantom Menace look like Citizen Kane. You're right.
I like the Phantom Menace.
I enjoy it more now
Darth-
than I did.
Man, Darth Maul is
a
so
few years
cool,
ago.
man. Darth Maul is so cool. Ian McDermott as Darth Sidious when you really didn't see his face. Yeah. And of course, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan is great. I mean, even Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan in the Obi-Wan show, which was trash, he still acted good.
Oh, he's good in it. Yeah.
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 I mean, even
didn't-
Hayden
didn't-
Christensen, when you actually heard him talk, when his face was split in half, he had
Yeah.
that creepy like Padme kind of look when he said,
I'm just so disappointed that I mean, I said it. God, it always comes back to Star Wars, but there's two shows that should have been slam dunks, and that was Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan even more
And-
so.
And they shit on both of them and messed both of them
Yeah.
up. Easy.
Obi-Wan
I mean, that's
was
easy.
better than Boba Fett.
I
It
mean,
was better than Boba
they
Fett.
could have literally Boba Fett. They could have done an episode of the week series with Boba Fett where he's just hunting down a new bounty every week, and it would have been like badass,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
And then
kind of
like
what they
killed
kind of
him
did
in
with
cold blood
Bad
and shit.
Batch. You saw Bad Batch?
I've only seen like 3 episodes.
I saw season 1. The first episode of season 2 that came out, it's kind of boring. I think they're 3
The Last
episodes in
Jedi.
now.
The Last Jedi. I don't even have to think about that.
Well, Ghostbusters or Last Jedi. I didn't see Ghostbusters.
I didn't either. And look, the new Ghostbusters movie was good. The new one was really good.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen that new one? The actual sequel to the original
No.
Ghostbusters?
The only thing
Yeah,
I know about it
was really
is that at the end, it does a pretty good tribute to
Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but the ending was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, everybody was talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good.
So. Okay.
Yeah, we had a blast watching that.
Yeah.
It was a really good family film.
Yeah. So this was fun. I think that covered pretty much what I want to talk about.
Are
Anything
we
else?
done?
Man, it's almost an hour already. I didn't realize it. Just passed by.
This is the best live stream we've had in like 3 months.
And you just said that about the network stream the other day.
I know it. It's over already. I've been waiting for a entertainment stream to pop off. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff. We'll have to start doing. In a perfect world, I'd ideally love to do 2 over here a week, but I don't know how we can pull that off.
Yeah.
I've got to switch my internet service before we can do that.
Yeah, you do, man. You do.
I got
I don't know how we did it last year. We're going 5 days a week then.
2 separate connections. I didn't have this new setup. See, this new setup is faster, but it's got a cap on it.
That's the problem then.
Yeah, I've got a data cap. It's $110 per connection, and I got 2 connections. I get 150 gigs on each connection.
Man, you get ripped off, man. I only pay $70 a month, unlimited. So, like I'm plugged in now. The meds are like in the thousands or something. So
well, I'm gonna call and talk to when I get we get paid again. I'm gonna call and talk to Verizon about business internet because I think it's finally available out here. Actual business internet, which I think they're like highest speed ones only like $100 or something. So, because I'm kind of pissed about having to pay this much for internet.
It's ridiculous, man. You should have unlimited.
I mean, with taxes and all, I'm paying $250 a month for internet right now.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. I mean, it's fast, but it's not nearly as fast as like what you got. I mean, what's your upload speed?
Oh, it's super fast.
Yeah,
how long does it take you to actually upload a video to YouTube?
It's still like if I do a 10-minute video, it's still going to take me 15, 20 minutes to upload it.
Really? See, mine is like it'll upload it like in 2 minutes, and then it'll start doing the chats. Wow. I mean, it just depends. Sometimes YouTube does this weird thing where but for the most part, it's like a few minutes. Like I can export, like how long does it take you to export a video?
Well,
like once you do it out of your editor,
maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe.
Okay,
something like that.
Even on the long videos.
Well, if it's like real long, it'll be more like 6 minutes. Like if it's a 12-minute video, because I reach up and I kick in my accelerator, which I just realized was on, didn't realize it.
Oh, now it's much quieter now.
Yeah, because I uploaded. I had to export that video. I was trying to do it quick. That Chiefs video, that AFC Championship thing.
Oh, you already put that up?
It's on the other sports channel.
Oh, okay.
because I was trying to get it up while it was like breaking news, and I looked up and was like, "Oh shit, he just dropped the video."
Yeah.
I was like, "Back out."
Yeah. I'm gonna try to look for another sports video to do. And YouTube and these views, man. Man, I need to
Yeah,
find something else to put up over there.
yeah. I watched Gutfeld, like I said.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about a wrap then, guys. We're gonna get out of here. Thanks for showing up. Come a channel member, man. Join us on Saturday morning. Talk
Um,
about some stuff.
hey, let me mention this since a couple of people are talking wrestling, like Gomer Pyle and Gomer Kyle. Wasn't it? Didn't it used to be Gomer? What
No,
was it?
no, he was.
He's done like 12 different name changes.
I think it was always Gomer Kyle.
No, he's done other
He's
ones.
Gomer Kyle, but I always called him Gomer Powell.
Okay,
A
so
private
I'm not
Kyle. Yeah.
Private Kyle. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew there used to be a P somewhere.
Now that was just me. He never put that in his name though.
Joe Bob and Gomer. The post millennial confirmed they're saying Vince McMahon absolutely did sell to a Saudi company.
I heard about that.
I know there's a couple of other places out there that are trying to debunk it, but the post millennial said it was 100% legit that he is selling to a Saudi owned company. So I don't know what's going on with the WWE right now. I don't.
Yeah. Tommy Tabasco with $5. Thank you for the super chat. Keep speaking the truth. We always do. We always do. No, I was always. Oh, what did he say? You went away
He said
from
he
it.
was always Kyle.
Yeah, yeah. Kyle Winfrey. That's what his name
Right.
used to be on there. Yeah, I remember it. So, well, there it is. Thanks for showing out, guys. We appreciate you guys coming. Like I said, become a channel member. And Saturday morning live stream, a combined channel membership live stream, also with the website blackandwhitenetwork.com. Well, you want to take us home, Rhodes?
Peace. We're out.
Until next time.
That's right.